Asher. I don't know what are you talking about? But you can just say. So he's saying don't bowl what? You just got to bat the same way we always bat. And if he says, oh, this isn't good, then tell him to say, mate, I don't know what I think I would do. You've got to probably play. And then he's not going to answer the Champions Day with me, so you should just, it's going to be the same. I don't know what that means. Sorry, bro. Are you all set up, like you put the teams in and everything? Alright, I'll send you the text on what to do with fees. I'm basically going to give you the bank account details of the LMS. At the end of the game, you just say, hey guys, can you transfer to LMS in front of me, please? And make them do it in front of you. But I'll send you the amounts and the bank details. They all have the bank details, but just to make sure that they actually do it. Okay, thanks mate. Good luck. Okay, welcome to Champions Day 2024 for the winter season. We're here at Bedlam Bay in Gladesville, in Sydney's Ryde area, and we have the semi-final between the Big Richards, who are batting, and Red Room, who are bowling. Big Richards came through the Campbelltown League and have won all their games to make it to this day throughout the winter season, and Red Room play in the Western Sydney Sunday League, and they've won all their games despite having some player eligibility issues, so we'll talk through them as the game goes on. We have Stephen Green on strike and Andrew McNamara at non-striker, with Arun Nadasan opening the bowling for Red Room. Have a 3-3 field, a third man and a fine leg at Bedlam. In-swinging ball to start off, and it's pushed. Now, one thing that Big Richards, having not played here before, probably wouldn't know, that you have to run as many twos as you can. It is a big ground here. And Red Room's starting with the 3/4 field. It's a wide down the leg side. And it's a wide on the offside. So you get big swing down here at Bedlam. We're at sea level. The ground is cut into the grass, so we're in sort of a coliseum, but we're at a great angle here to watch the LMS game today, and that's another wide. So 3 runs in LMS for the second wide in the over, and the runs go to the batter. Great shot, but straight out to cover to Puri Sothaman Srinivasan, former Oceans 12 player. He's got a bit of a shoulder injury out there at cover, so that'll be something that the Big Richards may pick up on and try to run the 2. He can only throw underarm. But big swing here from Arun starting up. Very difficult to control, swinging it both ways. Dot ball into the pads. So that's the end of the over. Big Richard's 9 for none. You probably want a score of about 170 here. Anything less than that against good batters, it's very hard to defend. A lot of edges here that go for 4. A lot of slashes that go for 4. There's a lot of ground to cover on the offside and leg side. Here's Puri, that's pushed into the covers and should be 2. And they've run very well there, Big Richards. So this is what the guys need to be doing. Andrew and Steve, they know how to play. They're plenty experienced. If they keep pushing these 2s and they can get through Puri's 2 overs, that'll be great work. Puri's only allowed to bowl 2 overs because he's a registered fill-in today. You need to have played 3 games during the season. He's played 2, so he has to bat in the bottom 2. Oh, that's great cut out to backward point for 4. It's a great start from the Big Richards. Andrew McNamara flying to 14 off 7. Andrew Percy at square leg umpire. Phil Buckland at main umpire. Andrew Percy standing very close. Not worried about getting hit with the ball. Or with Andrew on strike, you'd probably want to. Well, look at Andrew McNamara's record, 66 average in career after 93 games. Very impressive. So he looks to be a solid rock here for the Big Richards. And there's a 4 down to third man, and we don't want that ball to go in the ocean. And lucky it's hit the bush. That'll keep Red Room happy despite the 4. You don't want to lose the new ball here early. But if they can get runs off Puri's over early, that's a big help because he's one of the main bowlers and he only has the 2 overs. Steve Green, average of 66 as well. Wow, these 2 are the pair to beat. It's a slower ball from Puri. Great ball, back of a length. And that's the end of the over. So 10 off it. 9 off the first run over. Great start from the Big Richards. This is what you want to be doing. So next up we have Western Swingers against Suede. Western Swingers are the Saturday winter champions from Western Sydney, and Suede are the Manly champions. That's a leave there, very unusual. Wasn't a wide. You want to be slashing them when there's no fielder at point, backward point, third man, or cover. Puri's giving me away from the ground. That's the slash, and it's been saved. No, that's the 4. Oh, poor Shailendra Patel. He's been called in last night at 10 PM because of an injury to Nayan, and he's run over the top of the ball. So that's 4. As I was saying before, any width here at Bedlam, you want to slash at it. Very unlikely to get caught. Very likely to get a 4. And Steve's done exactly that. So this is Cos Beadle into the attack. I thought it was a run. They have a similar haircut, but I think Cos is the captain of the team. And that should be a single, but they've turned it down. So unusual field here. We're not able to pan the ground, but they have a long on, long off. They have a long on and a very wide long off, and then you've only got a point and a square leg to cover the entire sides of the ground, and then you're short, fine third man and fine leg. So they're obviously used to hitting with a lot of, used to hitting the ground with a lot of swing for the bowlers. And I can't talk today. Too nervous to play against Wade in the next game for Western Swingers. So he's staying around the wicket, left arm, Cos Beetle. Down leg, and it's a wide. Now that shows the experience of Andrew McNamara to step inside that and get the wide rather than attempt to go for it with a fine leg in place and a square leg. But as he gets more confident, he might start hooking it into the tree on the square leg, which is the shortest boundary. It's a great short ball, well watched down to third man, and great bowling, but there's a fielder down there, so just a one. But smart bowling to the field. But well watched from Andrew. He's already 20 off 11. Him getting a fast 50 here would be very essential. So it looks like they're going to filter through all the bowlers rather than bowl anyone out. They've got to pretty much use 7 bowlers, I think, because they have 3 guys that can only bowl 2 overs due to eligibility. Yes, they have to use all 7 bowlers, so I don't know if the keeper bowls, but he might be called upon. Well dug out for a single from Andrew there, so Arun's back on strike. Maybe they're bowling in trio. If they can just keep it up with no dots, they're off to a great start. That's a wide down leg side, and the keeper has missed it, and they're going to sneak through. So that's a 2. Well dug out again. That's a great ball. In at the toes. I thought Andrew was going to jump on the other side of it and let it be a wide for the 3 runs, but it's obviously big swing here from Arun. That's awesome swing from Arun, but unfortunately it's still a bye. So that was on the stump line and then it swung through to miss leg stump. Great skills from Arun. He knows he can swing it both ways. That's a great shot into covers. That will be 2. Yes, great running. Throw comes in. Now this is a ground where a lot of teams get 7s because it'll be the second wide of the over that goes for 4 with a short boundary behind the fine leg. Well, that's up in the air. There's a chance into the deep, and it's out. So good catch there in the deep, running around to cover. He slashed at Arun's outswinger, full outswinger, and being caught at long off. And Big Richards didn't need that after a good start. But always bound to happen when you bat first. You don't know how much runs you want to get. So Greg Emerton's joined. Greg is a fantastic player. He played in the North Sydney Oval fixture in February and did very well. And OJ Suri, a new bowler, is in to the attack. A bug has just fallen on the computer, so I can't see the score.
33 for 1 after 4. So still a good start, but need to get that 1 boundary and over. You're aiming for about 9 and over, gets you the 180. A big Richards player has just arrived, looking stressed, being late. There's a cut out for 1. So Greg's showing all 3 stumps here, looking for that shot through cover. Big swing down the leg side, big swing. There's been a wide in every over bowled so far. So in LMS it's only 5 ball overs, but there's a maximum of 6, so if you bowl a wide every over, you're getting 120 balls in innings rather than 100. So it makes a massive difference at the end, especially if they're all 3s. There's another wide down leg side, huge swing. Oh look, it's hit his leg and Greg's annoyed. Greg doesn't think it hit his leg, but Phil knows what he's doing, umpired many games. It's a good shot, backward point. That's only going to be 1 though. So it looks like OJ either swings it in or doesn't swing it at all. Very smart bowling. A red tick has just crawled over the computer. So all the bugs trying to attack me today. Big outswinger, got to get through 1 on those ones. Anything dropped out of the reach of the bowler, you got to get through. It's very unlikely you're going to get run out, and there's a lot of overthrows here at this ground, particularly horizontally. Players go for the run out and it's not backed up and it rolls for 4. Great shot. That's rolling in the gap. Greg's got to run fast. Gee, Greg is struggling with that running. Other player was halfway down the pitch and Greg turned him down. So it looks like Puri's overcome his shoulder injury. He was fine there for the throw. So it must be a Brad McGrath selective injury. Injured when it doesn't matter. Not injured when it matters. So it's a pretty nice day. It's pretty cold, not hot. Doesn't look like it's going to rain. Clouds. That's probably why it's swinging so much. So 39 after 5. So Phil's got the wrong batter on strike. Anyway, we'll leave it. First shot down the ground today. Looks like the projected total's about 150. You'd need more than that, you'd think. Red Room are a strong batting side. It's a wide. So Arun, 1 for 18 off 2.5 overs. There's a lot of room on that straight drive if Greg can just send it over his head. Oh, he's tried it, but the fielder's run around. Hit out to square leg for a 1. That's the shot he was looking for. He hasn't hit that well at all, so he's only run the one. Oh, terrible. That's a very simple 2 there, but he's leaving them on the table. We've still got the wrong players on strike. So 45 for 1 after 6. I think Andy's clocked that the wrong player was on strike the whole over. Greg Emerton's wearing the hat, mate. So Phil's got it changed. We've got a run in for his... Oh, so they're going to undo the scores. They're going to do the whole thing again with the correct players. So this is serious. Andy Percy runs a tight ship here in Sydney LMS and will not let any mistakes happen under his watch. Okay, Cos for his second over. Oh, Phil, that was close to a wide, but hasn't called it. I think if it's swinging away, it's very hard to hit, but if that was inside the line, it's a fantastic ball. Very smart. The third man fielder is not paying attention for Red Room, so his fielder teammates are berating him. That's a wide. So this is the line that's going to happen. Phil's not going to call the wides on the offside, which is quite a smart tactic from Cos because, as we can see, Greg is very backed off from the stumps. So very hard for him to reach any of these balls, and Cos just seems to be swinging it right on the wide line and away. Now Greg has sent that for 6. What a shot that is. Now Cos got greedy and went for the bold, but with guys like this that show the stumps, they want you to bowl there. So fantastic work from Greg. That's the first 6 of the game. Left arm around. Oh, Greg disappointed he missed out on that. Hit in the thigh with no thigh pad, that hurts. But no backward square leg, and that's where he was going on the short boundary. He'll be really disappointed he missed out on that one. So last ball of the over. Where's he going to go? I reckon wide Yorker again. No, got greedy, gone for the straight shot and one bounce to the fielder. So Greg frustrated, he got hit in the leg there. And Stephen hasn't been on strike for a while, so Greg's taken the strike off him again. Still 7 off the over. Looking at 9s and 10s off the over from here. Getting them to that 180, that's what they probably need. And then it's all on wickets after that. It's very hard to get wickets at Bedlam in terms of bolds. Often the Syntho here, it bounces over the top. And if you bowl too full, you get smashed. So you're counting on batters making mistakes and getting caught on the outfield. There's a short ball. Well directed from Greg. Greg's very strong on that outside off shorter stuff. And smart field placements with the player down at third man. So they've left the backward point open. Now they've completely left straight open for the left-hander, and they've got a very wide cow corner and a square leg. So if he can get any balls pitched up, Steve, he'd be aiming straight back over his head. And that's what he's tried to do, and he's missed it. So he's getting frustrated now. And this is where Red Room are strong, because fast start and they've slowed it down big time. Projected scores now in the 140s. Need a couple of big overs, and without Jai Cushion's not playing for Big Richards, so it will be they were heavily dependent on him for the 6 hitting in the previous seasons. That's a wide. So in LMS, off the pitch is a no ball, but on the Syntho is just a wide. Great ball right at the stumps. Steve couldn't put it over his head where there's no fielders. He's driven it out to sort of wide long off for a 1. They've left the field as it is, so again, Greg's got all over the top of the bowler's head. If he can connect cleanly, it's 4 for sure. But I reckon OJ's smart enough to keep it back of a length here. Well, not my first day. So Stephen Green 14 off 15, Greg Edmonton 16 off 15. We know they can accelerate, but they probably want to start doing it now. Need a couple of 15 run overs to get them up to where they need to be. There's the full ball. Unfortunately, he's hit it right to the cover fielder. So they've got that wide cover fielder, no one's straight. Looks like the ball's swinging around still. That's a good over from OJ. Really good. None for 10 off 2. Plenty of dot balls in there. So 8 overs down for 56. Most teams new to Bedlam Bay will be on about the 60 mark at the 10 overs. And then at the next 10 overs, that's where they put on another 100 once they're used to it. And the bowling deteriorates. But looks like they're evenly sharing the bowling. No one's bowling too many overs in a row. It's quite a smart tactic. When will the spin of Shailendra Patel be brought on? He can only bowl the 2 overs. He's got a short leg side boundary, so he does bowl left arm off spin away from the right hander, so it's quite hard to get him for 6. That's into the covers, and they're not pushing the 2s today. This will come back to haunt them later. The guys are better off hitting a softer shot and running the 2 if you can't get the 4 ball away. That's where the experienced teams excel. That's gone into the covers. It's not going to roll for 4, but they will get the 2 this time. Well done. So no sign of Suede or the Western Swingers. No one wants to come here early. There's your full ball, and he's struck it quite well, but Greg's not running hard enough. That was probably a 2 for the Red Room team if they were batting, but we'll see. Greg has the power in him, so if he can hit a couple of boundaries here, it'll be worth it. There's your slow ball, and it's gone. 1 bounce to the fielder. So Red Room's field placements have been fantastic. There's only been a few boundaries in the whole innings. The bowling's been great too. Oh, that was a great Yorker. So 62 off 9. Projected scores going down to 138. Worried about the big Richards here. They probably need 160, 170. And to get 110 off the last 10 is pretty hard. Although there is the concept where the ball does get lost in the ocean. And when it gets lost in the ocean, they have to bring out a 24 over old ball. And that's when the game can change, and you can get 120 off the last 10 overs because there's no swing, there's no complex bounce, there's nothing hard about batting with the old orange ball. So they could hit one into the ocean or edge one. They've fixed up their wides now, the red room. Unfortunately, that one's gone right to the fielder as well. They're hitting it hard enough, just not going in the gaps consistently. Haven't seen Big Richards bowl before, so I imagine they're pretty accurate if they've got to Champions Day. Steps away, edges onto his own foot, and that's smart. Steve now is picking up that we got to get as many as we can whenever you can get them. Width. Oh, the width there on offer. Could have gone anywhere. Hit it right back to the bowler, but Cos is on great figures at the moment. 16 off 2.5. If you can stay under 25 for the whole 4 over spell, that'll help out, considering he's got to use seven bowlers today. Straight a one. That one's gone down the ground. Now Greg hasn't taken off, but that is a 2 if Greg can do it, and he has. Well done, Greg. So that was a long run for the long on fielder to get to that ball. That's where the batters will need a target. If they can just get a little bit of a better hit on it, that's 4 runs straight. Going left arm around the wicket to a left-hander. Oh, through the legs. My word, what a ball. Would have been a wide if he jumped inside it, but you never know with Cos regarding the swing. So there's 66 off 10 overs, exactly what I predicted it would be. Not my first day. Now these batters are really holding down an end for the Big Richards now. They'll be getting frustrated, the rest of the team, or maybe that's their strategy, I don't know, but 100 strike rate for both of them. You definitely need to be at that 180 mark at Bedlam with the quality of Red Room. We just don't want to see a fizzer here where Red Room just block it out because they're chasing a low total. But they're only 1 wicket down, so there's every chance that it could change here. Kish Nadasan's on. New bowler. Looks like a spinner maybe. No, he's not. That's a 1. That could be a 2. There's no fielders there at all. They got to run. Well done, Steve. So he's learning very fast that this ground is your 2 ground all day, every day. If you don't hit it to a fielder, you got to go. So the winner of this game will be playing in the final at 2 o'clock today against the winner of Swade versus Western Swingers, which is up next. Oh, that's a great work from Greg, but just gone straight to the fielder again. Red Room's looking pretty quick with the bowling. I don't know if it's reflecting through on the live stream, but accurate and quick. A lot of swing. There's your straight shot. It's off Phil's foot, unfortunately for Steve. That was his 4-ball. So Phil's copped it on the ankle, couldn't get out of the way, and sucking in the pain. Need a boundary, Big Richards. That's great bowling. It's going to be one again. So where the really top teams excel is in trying to turn these really good balls into boundary balls somehow. Sometimes you can't do anything about it, it's just too good bowling, but LMS, you got to try your best to make it happen. So he's pushed hard, Steve, which is what you got to do, but just the one. Okay, so not progressing as quickly as we would hoped here. 72 off 11. Kish 6 off the over. Nikhil Darwin has just arrived to the ground with his 2 sons. Western Swingers captain is going to play today. So where's the boundary going to come from? These fellas are trundling along at 100 strike rate. Need something, an edge or a 6 or something. You can't be trundling along here with 9 overs to go. So 45 balls and they've got 7 wickets in hand. Right arm around. Oh, so someone's made a noise and the bowler's been put off. He's not used to playing with the crowds. There's only one person in the crowd, but he's laughing to himself. How did he get distracted by that? There's a shot through point and running away. Unbelievable. The fielder's gotten around and stopped it, but they have got the 2, so they're sharpening up. Need many of them in an over. There's the short one, and that's into a gap too. So let's run, Greg. Steve, well done. So that's an easy 2 for them. Well placed. Just not getting that 4-ball, but if you can get 2 a ball and get that 10 and over, that's what you want. OJ's been great so far. Wind starting to come through. That's a wide. Phil's not. Yes, he's called it. Oh, welcome. Nikhil Darwin is here, the captain of Western Swingers, with his 2 sons. What were you calling me about? Huh? Dubé. What about him? Is he eligible? Oh, shit. Huh? Wow. How'd you get him to do that? Who's not going then? Hamza.
I'll see what happens to Shini.
Yeah, good point.
Else we'll call Hamza.
But they're all coming, right?
They was definitely.
Okay. All right. So Nikhil, thoughts on the game? It's 78 for 1 off 11 and a half overs. I've been saying that Big Richards, they're trying to get the boundaries, but they're not getting them, and they need to go quicker.
Yeah, probably around 180, 200 on this ground.
I agree. There's an attempt, and wow, that's gone into a gap. 4 runs, 1 bounce. So Greg Emerton has accelerated well. He's already hit a 6 over to the cow corner area.
Having said so, the Richards have a good bowling now.
Do they? I haven't seen them bowl. So the projected total is 140.
140 is definitely not enough.
You need that
You have to
180.
Get it over 160 to stand any chance of competing.
There's flies everywhere. So I'm glad Phil's not calling wides for the bouncers today so that we can use them. I think it's too hard for the bowlers sometimes, so don't want to be too strict on them, but Greg tried to charge that one and just walk past it. There's a fielder at third man who's fine leg who's standing outside the boundary looking at the ocean, so he thinks the game's over. And they've left all of the straight open again. So 82 off 12. I don't know, Nikhil, I see this fizzling out to a 130.
They'll have to. How many wickets gone? One.
One.
Oh, they have to go hard.
So the problem with going hard is you sometimes miss the ball more. You sometimes hit it right to a fielder when it could have been a 2, but they need Greg here to hit some sixes. So they've pushed the long on around to sort of the cow corner area where Greg's been hitting his sixes, so he needs to go straight. It's off the toe, but it's in the gap. No, the Puris kicked it, kept it in. I think Phil set a good boundary size today on both sides. It seems pretty even. Sometimes we play here on the offsides, double the size of the leg side.
Leg side's still small if you look at square leg, and because of the trees and everything on the levels.
Well, it's good they fixed up that grass there where it used to be mud, so they don't have to bring the boundaries in on the leg side as much. Still a fair decent hit to get a boundary here. That's good from Greg. That'll be another 2 if he pushes it. He needs to run. That's great. So Greg's run about 10 twos now. That could be an overthrow. Yep. Oh, that was the chance, but they don't want to take a risk with a run out. So Greg's gone to 32 off 26. Steve's 30 off 29. Pardon? Cos Beetle. No? Yes, Cos Beetle's still got 2 balls left. None for 23. Captain, I believe, of the team. Straight down. It's gone to that wide cover again. To both teams.
Just get them hitting
Straight ahead. Yep, as I said, hard to get wickets here, so you got to hope the bowler makes a mistake. Gee, that's a scary looking woman. Left arm around, he'll go for that foot Yorker again. Oh, pretty delicate shot over the top. Got to run, Greg. Good effort, Greg. Well done. So not only has Greg started running the 2s for himself, he's running the 2s for the other batter, which is an undervalued skill, running 4 others.
I don't see the ball traveling that much today.
It has not. There's been no slashes, there's been no firm shots.
Even the ball timing here, the ball's not going down. Generally, the outfield is quick here. Is this a dew factor or?
Morning game, well, it looks like it's been freshly cut. We haven't had rain, so it should be fast. But you just never know. You just never know at Bedlam. It's just seasonal, right? How fast it's going to be. Alright, Greg on strike to Kish. Kish has got all of the covers to defend. There's the, oh, that was the ball for the cover ball. So we're waiting on Thomas Marriott to arrive, and he'll be commentating for the rest of the game. Oh, that's a firm shot. Well done, Greg. So, off middle stump, has punched it to cow corner for 4. Greg's getting frustrated. He just wants to let it all out, win this game for his team. Hey, he's gotten to 37 off 29 after being a runner ball 20. Now 94 off 13, like this is getting better. You're still going to need 80 off the last 7, 80 off 35. It's not easy.
Not going to be easy against this bowling lineup, but possible.
Akshay, you're on live stream of the first semi-final. What do you want to say to the fans?
Hey mate, where is the game? That's all I want to ask.
Bedlam Bay.
Awesome. I'll be joining the action very soon.
Alright, see you, champ. So Akshay driving from Canberra this morning to come and play. Dedicated to the max. Former #1 batter in the world. And after today will be my #1 batter when he wins us the comp. Charge straight down to the long off. So looks like the key here is to get a couple of 4s in a row, a couple of 6s in a row. We need that over of 20 runs to catch him up.
Time has come now to try and manufacture.
I agree.
So just be funky with the...
That's in a gap, that's 2. Go Greg.
Stay still and hit.
Greg's getting really tired now. Probably not a bad thing if he keeps the strike, if he's the boundary hitter in the team. Greg's a very good bowler, I remember actually. We played him 4 years ago.
Well, we versed them in one of the semis. That was a very closely fought game.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was
The
Jai
bowling-
playing?
Sorry?
Jai was playing?
Jai was playing against us. I think they probably got us for 150 odd.
Wow. Not many do that.
No, we were 7 down and I was the last man standing. That 20 run came very handy.
A familiar role for you. What do you want to say, Ryan, to the fans? Ryan doesn't want to talk. Ryan had his debut last night. It's a full toss. It's a no ball, Phil. Oh, you got to call them. We can't be allowing full tosses here. Maybe that he needed a free hit to get himself going, but that's a now wide down leg side. That's going to be well done, Greg. That's the way, Greg.
Oh no, leg bar.
So this is a new bowler, Prosha Rahman. Are you surprised we haven't seen Shailendra Patel bowl at all?
I'm not sure.
He's able to do his 2 overs. They have to use 7 bowlers.
What is Shailendra as a batsman or bowler?
He's a left arm off spinner. There's your edge, but it's gone right to the fielder.
See, the third man is very, very handy.
What are we going to do for me? We're going to have to leave him at third man, aren't we?
Well, half a third.
The backward point exposed again.
No, we can have backward point as well.
And a cover and a straight guy. Oh, he's pulled it well, but again, straight to the fielder. Poor Stephen. He started strong. He just can't get the boundary away.
And this is the one guy who hasn't hit his length right yet. So
Prosha Rahman, correct. So
comes
they
on
have
the
to
leg
use
side,
him.
This can go for a 6.
Oh, that was great in swing, but right to the fielder. Don't want to sit in these camping chairs too long. Get the hips tight. Wow, they're leaving Shailendra Patel on the sidelines. I think
I think it's probably not a bad move, given we've not seen much success with the spin on this ground.
but he's left arm off spin, so he's spinning it away.
Does not matter. We had Souther gone for plenty a lot of times on this ground.
You're exactly right. There's plenty of flies here, that's for sure. Oh, it's going to roll down the hill.
But having said so, you should have experimented with one spin though, just to see.
Well, they have to bowl him because if they bowl 20 overs, they need to use 7, right? Wow. 3 guys with 2 overs, maximum.
If there are 4 bowlers,
It's into the gap. Oh, they're not running. Well, it just looks like the 50 is irrelevant now for either of these batters. There's 19 balls left in the innings, and they're only on 100.
They need to get 50.
I'd be shocked if they get even to one.
They're behind the apron. 150 is below par on this ground as well. I know they have a good bowling lineup.
It's hard to defend singles though. That's the problem.
Yes.
You can't defend if you need to defend 10 off the last over. It's very hard. You need it to be in the 20s. What a ball! Good speed. Kish Nadasan. Top of off. Well, Steve, unfortunately that had to happen. He had to manufacture something. His head went straight up in the air. Missed a straight one. So, who we got coming out? Moana Lamb? I don't know Mr. Lamb. Hopefully he's a strong hitter. Alright, Nikhil, I'm going to leave you with it for 2 minutes while I go to the book. Just keep checking that the phone has a green square on the top every over. Top right.
Which one?
Top right. Don't touch anything and don't touch any cords or the table.
Where it shows 0049? Green square.
You can see it says
Top
active.
right. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. It'll be red if it doesn't work.
Bowled 2 wickets in a row. And Alam Lam goes first ball.
Again.
Oh, good shot. Straight down the ground. 6.
So 108 off 16 overs. I saw Moana Lamb got a golden duck. But Greg hit a 6, did he?
Yes.
Alright, who's this? This looks like Captain Lee. What's he going to do? Nothing.
Hold again.
Well, I must say,
They're falling apart now.
this is fairly poor effort from a Champions Day team to only be on 108.
They've got no other option but to go now.
I still think it's more beneficial to try and hit it too early than to try and hit a 6 on the first ball and get bowled.
This is 17th over going. They have 3 more overs. They have 1 for Puri left, 1 for OJ and 1 for Krish.
So they're not
After
going to
this-
bowl Shailendra Patel. The 10 p.m. ringer. Now, critically, Nikhil, the batters need to...
Oh, that wasn't the...
That was the one you had to hit.
That was the one you had to go. Ryde? Yes.
Right to the fielder again. A painful innings to watch. Been one-sided the whole time except the first 2 overs. He's got that, so that'll be 50 for Greg. Well done.
No, that's 50 for Greg.
36
balls.
36 balls is probably too lean for Bedlam, but he's done better than the 3 other batters in his team so far and got himself to 50. So if we lose all the wickets here, you never know what can come out of it. So well done to Greg, not out. Robert Farmillo. So we have listeners from Swade listening in. I can't read any of the comments. And look, Tom Marriott has just arrived. Tom, come up here. Tom! Don't go down there, Tom. That's a wide.
Again, that's a 3 runs.
Tom! Next game. So stressed Nikhil is that he's resorted back to smoking after quitting.
Puri's back into the attack for his last over. So reminder for the rules, they have 3 ringers. No, any of those 3 cannot bowl more than 2 overs and have to bat 6, 7, 8.
Alright, so Puri's back on for his second and final over. That's a shot. That should be... Oh, it's gone to the fielder again. Okay, this is what we needed. We needed this type of fielding. What a throw. Direct hit, but he's safe. We needed this type of fielding from the start. Now next, make sure you don't accidentally touch this. No. Any touching, it'll be off. And we'll miss out on this great innings. So 119 with, what is it? 14 balls to go. What do you reckon? We can get to 150?
We should aim for it.
30 off 14, possible. Anything more is a bonus. That's a wide. Yeah, here we go. The Channel 9 wonder has arrived. You don't have to listen to me anymore. How was work this morning? What time do you have to get up? Mad respect to Tommy for coming and umpiring today. That's a great ball from Puri adjusted. So Tom, to give you a summary of the game today, this is first semi-final. Red Room's bowling against Big Richards. Red Room's got him 4 for 120 off 17 overs.
Very good.
Well, we were saying it's probably too short. It's a great slower ball. Robert Farmillo's just gone underneath it. It's probably a bit short for Red Room. Now, very importantly, you must not touch anything on the table or knock anything with your foot. It's not Channel 9 here where you can muck around with stuff, mate. That's right. Now, what's Puri going to bowl? Okay, that looks like it's going to be out. And caught on the boundary. Dropped over for 4. Asher. Well, Oh, now we're getting some runs. So how about that drop, fellas? It was dropped over for 4.
It's a hard one.
Well, 150 might be on the kill. They're 128 with 2 overs to go. Oh, I don't know, 22 off 10. We need 150. If you don't get 150 against Red Room, there's no chance of winning. They'll need 8. They'll need 8 wickets to win. There's no way they're defending it on overs. So Tom is very perplexed by the technology here. Why are you perplexed?
I'm just getting a gauge and everything. Looks great. Little
It's not as HD as I would like, but I can't do anything about it because we're so far away. We're up on the hill at Bedlam.
little live unit.
The only downside is it's so sensitive. If the wind blows, it cuts out. All right, so we have Kish for his 4th over. He's already 2 for 20, 2 bowls. Oh, looks like he's about to get a 3rd. Every ball he bowls looks like it's going to be out. Now, this whole innings, I haven't seen the Big Richards attempt to hit a straight drive where there's no fielders. Keep trying to manufacture things that are unusual. Where do they play in their region? Cars Park?
Yep.
I wonder if the grounds has different dimensions. That's out into covers. Got to run, Robert. Got to run, Robert. Now, if that goes to keeper, that'll be out. Wow, a terrible throw, and that's going to be a 3. Oh, not paying attention. So Blake Gregory, the youngster, I believe. I can't remember. I found a golf ball. There's all your invoices, Tom. Many printouts. Great ball on the stumps, hit away to the covers, and there's a fielder.
Looks like he's trying to hit everything on the off.
Yes. Now this is very impressive that Red Room's been able to restrict it to 130 with basically 2 fielders behind the keeper. Having 4 guys defend the whole entire field. Shailendra Patel's moving around to backward point now, so there's space for a late cut if he gives him any width. There is no width. That's down to fine leg straight to the fielder. This is unbelievable, the amount of balls that would typically be 4 against other teams, and they're going right to the fielder. Well, last ball of the over. Kish has been the standout for me. 2 for 24 off nearly 4 overs. If he can get a dot through here, it'll be great figures. Anything under 30s here is pretty impressive. And there's the 3rd wicket. Looks like the stump's broken. Right, that's the end of the over. All right, so end of the over, 5 down. I'll tell you what, Emerton Gregg is getting nervous that he'll have to come back in. Maybe the 50 was crucial. Maybe he'll hit a home run. So OJ Suri has also been very economical. So he's decided to change the field to straight, which they haven't hit any straight shots today, so I'd just stick with what you're doing. Don't want to give them any more width than you need to. I can't believe Shailendra Patel hasn't bowled. So Robert's the man here. He's probably got to take the whole over. Try and get a 20 or 30 run over. They're on 132. It's where the score was predicted to be the whole game, about 135, 140. Watch the ball, Robert. Anything on through point is 4. And that's through point, and that's 4. So there you go. I've had 4 predictions today, and they've all been right. No one cares. All right. 4 balls left, 136. They need at least 14 off the last 4 balls, in my opinion, to even be competitive. Robert needs to stay in his crease because I reckon this is going to be a bouncer. He can stay still. He's got all of square leg open, backward square leg open. The fine leg is in a very weird spot. which probably won't save a boundary. You've got all of third man open. You've got all of forward point open. It's very hard to defend runs here if Robert can stay still. Charging again. Yep, there's the short ball. So there's 5 out of 5 predictions. But they've learnt you don't have to hit the ball that hard to get a 2. Well done. Now Robert needs to stay still here. I don't like the charging. You're not going to get a half volley here on the last 3 balls. Oh my gosh, what a shot. 1 bounce 4. Oh, great diving effort from the fielder, but that's what you call staying still. And that short ball was fairly well predicted by me, 6 out of 6. 142 off 19.3. Red Room's going to get nervous now. If they get to 150, there's a massive chance. Stay still, he's going right arm around now. Wide Yorker, Phil's not going to call that. Oh yes, he's called it a wide. Ooh, inconsistent throughout the day, but I like it, Phil. Giving him, giving him the chance. So he's repeated the ball there. So we bowl unlimited wides in the last over, but they don't. The second one is not a 3. It just keeps being singles. So we've still got 2 balls together on 144, and you remember we've got the 12 ball to go on the last ball. So. Oh, they've changed the field, so they put Shalendra back, so they're expecting a top edge here, trying to save the top edge from being a 4. But that exposes all of point. Shane hasn't faced a ball yet. This is his first ball. Can he go 6-12? Ramp, that's a wide. He's run him out on the wide, so it is a wide. So that's a wide. And the batters are figuring out who's out. And they've touched gloves, but one of them's out. So Puri's yelling that it's run out. I think that's fairly well established. They're just trying to figure out who is out. They're both wearing the same hat. I've no idea who's who. You probably want Robert to stay in here, fellas, if you're using your brain. The guy who's on 0 should get off ASAP so that there's no argument about it. Well done from the keeper to get the run out. So does that go to a stumping or a run out? I think they've given Robert out. Oh, terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. So Shane's faced no balls. He's gotten a wide. He's run out the man that was hitting boundaries, but it does bring Greg in for 1 ball. No, 2 balls. 2 balls. So this is the last pair. If he can go 6-12, 161. Now we're talking. Can he do a 6-12? Now, if the ball is short, I don't think Greg will hit it for 6. OJ's pretty smart. I don't think he'll be pitching it up. So this will be, I think, 2 short balls. Now, if Greg runs it down to third man, that's 4 for sure. They've moved the fielder. He's also got to hope that he doesn't bowl any wides. So where's this going to go? High bat lift, low bat lift. Short, great ball, but that was the one that Greg wanted to run fine. So in the pursuit of a 6, it's a dot. So the best case scenario for the Big Richards is they end up on 157. That's if they hit a 6 off this ball, it's worth 12. Any other runs is just what it is. Now, wouldn't it be interesting if they bowled a no ball that got hit for 6 and that's a 13? And re-bowled. So what's going to happen here? Watch the ball. Short ball and a toe. Now Greg's forgotten that he's got to run. Now can he get back? He's delayed. Oh, misfield, and they've gotten the 2. Will that cost them the game? Red Room annoyed at each other, but innings complete. 147, so 148 to win. I think probably unders. I don't think the Big Richards will be able to defend this, but I've been wrong many times in the past. Except today, 6 out of 6 predictions. So we'll wait about 10 minutes or 5 minutes and get the second innings underway. Okay, so the second innings is starting. Big Richards is already in the field, ready to go. Andy Percy's coming back to the commentary. So 148 to win the semi. Big Richards are strong bowlers, I'm told. Will they be able to hold on to their catches? I suspect they're going to get some chances. Alright, who we got? Left arm over. Alright, here we go. First ball of the innings. Good swing and good drive. So they've set the 3/4 field on the offside, the Big Richards, and they've set a 3/4 field everywhere. So the fielder's not on the boundary, they're sort of in. Oh, Andy, how did you go at square leg?
Oh, it was excellent down there.
That wide bouncer run out was a funny, entertaining thing for everyone.
Yeah, there's lots of confusion about
Who was out?
not so much who was out, but whether they'd crossed and a couple of arguments, but we got there.
Oh, that's a good ball, but 3/4 field. Look, it's not cutting off the single, but I suppose it is only a single. So chasing 147. What do you reckon?
They did pretty well. There was obviously the main partnership there, which slowed up a little bit towards the middle there of the innings. They had a couple of guys there that were really fast between the wickets, so it would have been good to see them in a bit earlier. I don't think it's a bad total. You can often see some of these lower scores on big days. Not that it's a particularly low score.
No,
but
we were saying it was a low score.
you think?
Yeah.
But I think on these days where you've got good teams, good bowling attacks, good fielders, you can often see scores around this. So I think they're definitely in it.
Okay, well, Farmillo started very well. I like the wide approach, and that's the downside of the 3/4 field. That would have been a single, but it's over his head for 4. So I don't know how long they're going to persist with that. I think the quality of the batting's too high for them to miss hit a ball to these 3/4 fielders. They either go boundary or not. So you do have your phone if you need. It will go. And then in the second game we'll charge this one, and the third game we'll use this again. We'll just have to turn the notifications on. It's going real wide of the crease and swinging it back in. That's great batting, and that would have been caught if they had the normal field, but it's bounced for 4. Really strange from the Big Richards to start with a 3/4 field. I don't like it. That's why Big Richards, when they were batting, struggled so much, because they kept hitting it to the fielders on the boundary and only being able to get one.
It's got Blake Gregory coming on to bowl now. He's been playing for a number of years, had his own team, Blake G and the Pussycats for a while, that's joined with the Big Richards. He's been part of the team for a number of years now. Very good bowler.
So 11 off the first over. That's a lot more than they need, so we're going to have to get some low overs here if Big Richards are a chance.
Looks like the field has pushed back now.
Push pended back. Some good swing there, but there's no fielder at point, and that'll be 4. Oh! What's going on with the grass? What's going on with the grass? So that is held up a metre before the boundary, and looks like Greg Emerton has soccer slide tackled it, kept it in, but he slid the wrong way. He slid on the outside of the ball. Very unusual, but it's still effective. 2 runs ran. And that's where I thought Big Richard struggled for the first 13 overs. They only ran a couple 2s. That's fine. Good ball. I like that. A little bit of a way swing to the left-hander. So we've got Arun, the triple wicket taker, and Cos Beadle opening the batting.
Cos is the skipper, the Red Room Cricket Club.
So all of point vacant. All of point vacant, all the backward square leg vacant. He's bowling a way swing. That's the in swing, and it's gone right to that vacant area. It's going to be a 2, and that's the difference. That is the difference. They've pushed a hard 2 there when it was a 50-50, and they've made it well. It's very hard to get a run out here on square. I think the throw's pretty big, and the grass isn't that quick near the wicket. So need a wicket here. Great stop. Unfortunately, it will still be 1. So right hand, left hand combination. What internet are you connecting to?
Mine.
Okay.
I think so. Oh, no, I'm not.
Oh, what a shot. Well fielded. How much battery you got on your phone?
66.
Okay. Wait, not iPhone. Android.
Android.
That's Android.
That's an Android.
Oh, right. There you go. Well, do you want to charge it now?
Okay, probably better to use my personal phone, actually.
Oh, because Sunday's a bad day, right?
Yeah. So I've got Rob Farmilo continuing, created a couple of chances there in that first over if they had the field back, which they do now here.
Didn't even work.
So I was having a chat to Cos from Red Room, and he was telling me about how the reason for the name of the team's a club that they all used to go to in the city called the Red Room.
I do know the Red Room. That was actually an Islander club, specifically targeted at Samoans and Tongans. So are these guys of that denomination? What a great ball.
And it's just reopened in Castle Hill, which they went to the opening a couple of weeks back. So, a great name.
And what, Big Richards, you can sort of fill in the pieces?
I think you can work that out, yeah. I think it's a
that
requirement when you play for the team.
Is that why Jai left? Wide down leg side. So none of the Suede guys have turned up. Western Swingers already have 2 here.
Well, I do have breaking news on that front, actually. My player to watch, Tim Higgins, has pulled up lame and is out of the contest.
No! Why has he done that?
Oh, it's amazing how often my players to watch pull out of the games. You're still playing, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Oh,
that's nice.
Straight
Flicked off the pads. Shot of the day.
Well done, Arun. So carry on. He's played golf yesterday, has he? And he's got sore.
No, I imagine that's what. Well, I don't know what he did to pull up lame, but that's the message I've received. So he's out to be replaced by Pete Crocker.
Pete's a good fella. I like Pete.
So I mean, if they couldn't.
Great ball. Oh, well done. That's going to be 4.
Oh, it's a great shot. Suede were already massive underdogs, and now their price is just blown out further.
So I've just forgot breaking news again.
Oh no!
Tim Higgins has texted me.
Yeah.
And said it was on a charity walk.
Ah.
So thank you for your service, Tim. However, Suede is not thanking you for your services because he's pulled out the player to watch, and he does like his long walks. His golf and other things that he does. It's going to be 4.
Oh.
What's going on with the grass here today? I'm getting all my predictions wrong. I was 6 out of 6 predictions correct in the first innings.
So who's our new player to watch for Swade then, Gus?
I reckon Michael Hands.
Okay.
He bowled me with a out the back of the hand once,
So
and
you can do that
ever
again.
since then,
He's been living in your head.
yeah, mate. He's got a new car, so he's full of confidence.
Do you know their team list for today? Do you know who you're versing?
No, I haven't had a chance to review it.
Let's run through the teams.
But no one in this game is going to care.
Yeah, they all care. Everyone wants to know what's happening.
Okay, Tim and the other viewers, you'll have to listen to this. Oh, Michael Hands is carrying an injury. I've just received the message.
I don't think we can. We have to stop talking about their players. It's all falling apart.
Austin is my player to watch then. Oh, the batting's too good
So
here.
we have Ashish Gupta, Austin Howard, Matt Barron, Michael Hands, Pete Crocker, Sagar Hussain, Stephen Hands, and Tom Graham.
Sago's good.
Yep.
Austin's good. Austin is fully fit. I've just got the confirmation. All right, so Austin's the player to watch.
Okay, there we go. Right now, it's all about the Big Richards. And Red Room Cricket Club, that's a lovely shot there from Red Room.
Lee won't get there.
It's-
Oh, what's going on with the grass? I'm wrong again.
Phil's just got those cones out perfectly. Big ground here today at Bedlam Bay.
Well, Andy, I think the odds are in Red Room's favour here. They're already 36 off 3 overs.
It's flown by.
And no risks, really.
Now, they do need a wicket here to stem the flow.
Maybe not full every ball, hey? Darwin's studying the batting techniques. That's 4. No one's chasing it. That's, yeah. I don't think staying square is going to help. Full toss on the legs.
He's coming with the injury. If required, we will only bat you. No bowling, then we have an extra player to maybe Ashton. We're desperate.
Oh, good ball there. Blake's late in swing, just a little bit on the too full side. Is Dave playing both? Is Dave playing both? Finals. So Dave's playing the final.
Did he?
Yeah. And when will Vikrant arrive? Oh, that's a chance. Oh, no, it's just not gone to the fielder. So that's a single. So Vikrant's arrival is imminent from the army.
11 o'clock.
Did he get permission, or is he?
He didn't do the Akshay. He actually got permission to leave. And he's going to be arriving and saluting everyone.
Right.
And I hope on Anzac Day, when he was in week 4 of basic training, you wished him, you thanked him for his service.
Absolutely.
And
What's with all the young players from Western Swingers joining the army?
just patriotic.
Okay, you or Sadiq next?
I wouldn't join the army, mate. I'm not confident enough. But Sadeep, who knows, mate? That bloke goes on a lot of holidays. What's the difference if he goes to a mission on holiday? And that's going to be a 2. See, this is the strength of Red Room. A lot of 2s, always hitting the gaps.
Yeah, they're just not having any dot balls here. So they're running it over 10 and over. Already reduced that run rate required to 6.5. Well in control here. And that'll be 4.
Nose fielder straight, so Big Richards are trying to copy the Red Room model of not having a fielder straight, but Big Richards didn't hit any shots straight.
Run is 32 off 13. He's racing along here. So up Stephen Green bowling, who was part of that partnership for the Big Richards early. 34 off 35 for Steve. He'd love a wicket here.
Oh, there's a dot. That was actually quite a good ball. Back of a length. Nikhil's getting excited. He's studying all the players. How about the gold BMW up there? Didn't know Rakesh parked his spare cars down here. Good length, and that's gone right to the fielder. There's a massive chance. Oh no, and he looks like he's broken his fingers.
Great effort there from Steve McNamara.
Now that was a run. That could have changed the game.
Yeah. Great effort there though. Did everything he could. Got down low. Hands in front. Just couldn't quite hold on to it when he hit the ground.
That's a wide, unfortunately. But that was great length of the ball before to induce that shot. Nikhil's noted that down in his memory. Arun, short ball. Nazir, pressure. What pressure? Have you seen that Randy Wickets video?
Yeah, it's very good. There are definitely one of the better LMS Instagram pages.
So Injury Prone asked me to have a net with him on Thursday, and I went to the Oval and poured with rain as soon as I got there, and I texted him, I said, it's raining. They go, so what? So that shows the dedication of Injury Prone, who are playing another young team in Manly Comp today, who swayed defeated in the semi-final, I believe, of the Winter Comp to be here today. Alright, has Blake learnt from the lessons of overs past to bowl back of a length? Short ball. No, he hasn't. Full ball. 4 runs over cover. Oh, it might be a 6. Yeah.
Oh. Very flat shot.
Well, there you go, Nikhil.
Not every ball
Has to be surprised. Dave Doobie's getting his lats ready. It's a great shot again into cover and getting the 2 runs. That's really smart, and that might be overthrows. Oh, well done from Blake. There's the Bedlam Bush Turkey off to the right, causing dramas wherever it goes. Oh, the big in-swinger. Fantastic ball just for 1 run out to leg side. So you see there is no dot ball pressure at all. And so if this trend continues, they will do it in a canter. 57 off 5.3. Arun's already 40 off 18. If you get less than runner ball, you're not going to look because it'll cut it off. We'll just have to guess. And that's a 4. Out to Cow. Red Room on fire. Ominous messages being sent. Akshay's in the car in Canberra. He called him before and we put him on speaker. He had some special comments.
Alright.
That was it.
Was it good insights?
Well, I wasn't watching it, but
Okay.
he just said he'll be there soon. Is he going to go again to Cow? Ooh, ooh. Tom Marriott's given it a wide. Fair call. I thought it was a wide. Come on, mate. Don't call that a wide, Phil. Well, he caught a lot of wides for Red Room, so got to be consistent. Yeah, if we get through this with the battery, swap them back. We'll be fine. But if we don't, we'll get onto it quick, smart viewers. If the phone cuts out, 3 balls I predict that we'll lose. Does Lee bowl?
Not often.
So his poor fella's hit a golden duck today.
No, Lee didn't get a golden duck.
I'm 99% sure he did.
Moana Lamb got a golden duck.
Oh, Lee got a 1.
Lee got a 1.
Sorry, I was in the
An
bathroom.
excellent one.
So 10:35. We're well within our time, I think. What time is the next game? 11:15.
I imagine we did
11:30.
11:20, I would say.
You better tell the boys to get here before 11:20, Nikhil. I think I told everyone 11:30.
Okay, Dave is out
Permanently,
for this game. He won't be coming.
but for the final,
That's fine.
he will.
No,
Why?
just customers on there.
Damn. So the odds swing back to evens. Oh, that's a chance. Cow corner. Take it, Greg.
Oh, he spilled
goodness.
it.
And
Could be
he's-
4.
Tell you what, you're getting your chances and they're just not being taken, so...
That one should have been taken. That was a run again. It's had a couple of lives now. It's been a better over here from Steve, just one so far. It's been the pick of the big Richards bowlers. Should have been 2 there, but Lee's cut it off, so just 1. So really good over here so far from Steve. Not a good end though. That'll be 4 runs, so 8 from the over. Coz's 3rd boundary. And Red Room moved to none for 71 after 7. So we've got Blake Gregory coming on to bowl out. None for 30 off 3 for Blake so far.
Don't say anything yet, but just get all of them to come. Oh, actually, what we have to do, you have to call Kevin.
Another single. It's been a better little period here for the big Richards, but there was some damage done early though, so they really need a wicket here. If they can get a run before retiring, that would really help. But at this stage, they are coasting along at Red Room Cricket Club.
outside off. Keep the straight there, keep the mid wicket there, and bring the square behind there. So
It's just hard to get it
we'll give
accurate.
you a catch for sure.
You reckon?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so Arun's on 47 off 24. Wasn't he on 40 off like 13? Anyway,
Yeah, slowed up.
Cos Beetle 28 off 19. They have slowed up. It's 77 off 8, so must have had some issues.
Receiving some predictions for your performance.
So is it in the comments, is it?
No, I'm receiving messages about how you might perform.
Why are you hiding it away? That's out! Oh.
So it's come from the umpire's brother, Robert Buckland, and he believes that Gus is going to get a threefer in the semi, followed by a duck. But thinks you'll get a 50 in the final and that you'll love the big stage.
Very specific, Robert. I'm not going to argue against you.
It'll be in his head when he bats, I'm sure.
So when I get that first run in the semi, I'll point to Robbie Buckland.
Let Bucko know.
That one's for you, Robert.
So Arun one shot away here from his 50.
Great work.
Some excellent over here so far from Steve. 1 run from 3 deliveries. Slowing up Arun as he tries to retire.
Oh yeah, good point. So Robert Buckland has assumed we're making the final.
He has.
Oh, it's pretty dog dissuade, man. Come on, Robert. Got to be better than that. You should say ifs and whens. Well, what did he say? We've paid for this. What does that mean? Oh, there's a chance again. Oh, no one's there. And they're going to run 2. It just gets... Oh, no, they're not. What's going on here?
It's been some... It must be tiring because there's been a couple of 2s they've turned down now. And that
Isn't
would have
that
had
50?
No, that would have had him on 50 if they'd run that second one.
So the fans were admiring when you noticed that the wrong people were on strike and then reversed the hole over and put it back in correctly.
Yep, good.
You didn't do the umpire, I'll fix it up later.
No.
That's very good.
We want to get it right.
Well, the fans were confused. Obviously, they're watching on the little stinger down the bottom.
Okay,
And they're like, how can the score be going backwards? I was like, Andy knows.
I've got this.
All the people were calling me an outrage. Do you reckon Rob Stevenson's watching?
What time would it be in beautiful Kenya right
Probably
now?
3 a.m, right?
Something like that.
He'll be up.
He's always up.
He's watching on his phone? Oh, it doesn't have a phone.
Doesn't have a phone. Very good from you. About
What's
the
that?
time? It's 2:44 a.m.
Yeah, it's not my first time in Kenya.
Andy, did you see the latest first LMS game last week?
Oh,
yeah,
really?
Ryan, the 12-year-old, played.
Okay.
None for 33. He actually should have been about none for 20, but there were
Right.
heaps of misfields.
Oh, very impressive. Did you have a bat as well?
Yeah.
Yeah? How'd you go?
Got hit in the thigh pad, that's for sure. That's a
Yeah,
wide.
that's okay. I always get hit there too. Oh, that's good. Always
So
good to have the younger
Ryan will
fellas
be,
in.
Ryan will be the only person that will overtake my games record by the time I retire in 50 years, because he started when he was 12.
Like
13.
Nathan Buckland.
13.
Yeah.
Nathan Buckland. Yeah, right. Oh, that's possibly
Oh dear, that's off the side of the pitch.
I've done it
And
before.
has gone for 4.
On this
so
very stage, I've done this before. The old off the pitch for 4. It's very frustrating.
And that was the second wide of the over, I think. Yeah, so that's a very costly one. So it's 8 runs from 1 delivery now.
So I give
So
the
tough
chance.
start here for Greg Emerton.
I give the chance of Red Room losing 1%.
Yeah, I mean,
Sorry, fans.
particularly if Arun does retire here. 1 run away now.
Wow, I can't believe it's 49 off 28 after being 40 off about 13, right? Now,
Big Richards just finding out how difficult it can be to get the ball. at Bedlam Bay.
Stuck in the spiky bushes,
Yep.
so you can't really get in there. You've got to...
Might have to go for a used ball, I think. It's not the start Greg was after there. He's had a little bit of time to reconsider his line here. So he's got Cos Beetle, the captain for Red Rooms, on strike, 38 off 23. So he's started to get going now as well. And that is a full toss that has been dispatched for 6. So we could have Cos retiring before a run here, as he now moves on to 44 and is 1 shot away. It's quite extraordinary here. Cos has now got a superior strike rate after a run was 30, low 30s off 13. So Cos is rallying. So here we have it, a run on strike, 49 off 28. Big moment here. Big Richards can try and jag a wicket, get themselves back into the contest. That's in the air, but it's going to go, it's going to beat the fielder. One of the quicker fielders there in Blake Gregory too. So that'll be 4 runs and a run will retire. 53 off 29 for Arun Nadasan. So well done, well batted. So it is now less than a run of ball here for the Red Room Cricket Club. We have OJ Suri coming to the crease. So OJ is fairly new to LMS. Only played 8 innings to date. High score of 40, strike rate 154. So it looks like the Big Richards are in a lot of trouble here, but a couple of wickets could start to turn things, but they'll need to get going. And OJ is off the mark with a boundary. That is a tough over for the Big Richards. 23 runs from it. And Red Room race to none for 101 after 10 overs. They were the favourites going into this game, and they're showing why now.
It might be a blessing in disguise if this gets chased down, because the battery's getting low on the phone. 104 up to 10, so that's giving you about a 215 final score if they were batting first, so that's probably a good indication of where Red Room is at. So
It looks like we've recovered the ball.
this is a different ball we're looking for, so okay.
Yep. Tom Marriott's got one in his pocket now, so I think if we lose any more, we'll just kick on with one of the used balls.
Now, we used to have a guy when we would play Sunday League here who had an inflatable rowboat, and he used to row and get the balls when they went in the water. So we asked him to come this week, but he's
Hasn't showed up yet.
well, it's a big task for no reward.
Yeah.
But he did it when we were playing. Makes a big difference, the ball in the water.
So we've got Stephen Green coming on to finish off. He's been by far the pick of the bowlers so far. Number 21. Desperately needs a wicket in his final over here.
It's a new batter, OJ. Bowled pretty cleverly, I thought.
So Cos needs 4 runs here to retire.
I reckon it's happening this ball.
Hit nice and straight, but just be one run.
Was
They're
it two?
going for two.
Oh,
There's
there's a chance.
confusion.
Oh, wrong end. Now we know the double play makes such a big difference in the games, Andy.
Absolutely.
Are you giving the Big Richards a chance here, factoring in that you can get the whole team out in 1 over?
Look, I think they're going to need to get Cos before he retires. With Arun already in the sheds. It's, looking very ominous for the Big Richards.
Great ball.
Field started to creep up a little bit as well here.
Yeah. Got to do something. Good. Sometimes if you don't press that, it just doesn't do anything. Like last night, in the wall, saying it's working, come in the morning, 0%.
Beautiful. Hopefully we can use that for the semi.
100% we will win. The final.
Or the semi as well, if we could.
No chance.
No chance.
It's at 1% now.
I thought, but you don't know.
I thought when it's plugged in it keeps going, but it actually decreases. Unless you put it in a freezer bag with an ice block on it. It's the only way. But you don't need to use that, do you?
Oh, nah.
All your fans will call you in the night. That's usually what happens, right?
That's right.
Great ball. Shane McNamara, first ball of the over. Oh, that was nearly a deflection onto the stumps. And he was out. He knew it too. Just missed the stumps. You trained for that ahead of the LMS World Cup in December? The deflections?
How is your team shaping up? You settled on a...
We have been in a long time. It would be great if Simon Melbers would tell us whether we have an Arvo fixture so we can book the flights, because that's our only problem. But if we can't get a flight, we'll drive.
And that will be Cos
50.
retiring. 51 off 30. Well batted. Cos Beetle.
So, last year's Champions Day, similar players to Red Room. Not really, maybe one. But
Just one.
you may recall,
Yep.
they sat in the sun as well
They did.
and got fried
They did.
by the final.
Yeah, it is an interesting choice
So they've decided to sit in the sun, Red Room. If they go on to lose the final,
there. Yep.
we may recognise this
There's
pattern.
something in that. Yeah. Are you going to go give them the tip?
No. Hopefully they get some beers and drink them. There's the purple helicopter.
It is quite an advantage having the second semi-final, I think.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Why?
You just see lots of guys just sit around and get tired. And I remember one year when...
Well fielded.
We had a
Oh,
team
he's trying to go for it.
called the Silent Ninjas that made it, and we had a barbecue going that year, and they won the opening semi-final, and they just ate so many sausages and had lots of beers, and they were all sleepy and tired on the sideline, and then they got hammered in the final by
So Akshay
team of Ryde.
and I have been experimenting with
This could be a chance. No, sure.
fasting on Sundays.
Okay.
So
And
no lunch
okay.
during double games. It's hard, but maybe your concentration's probably a bit better.
Yeah,
so you
right.
don't have that food. But today we're not risking it. Experiments are for the Sunday League games.
That was a good over from Shane, just 5 runs. And we've got Moana Lamb, who
He was the golden duck.
he got a golden duck.
If he can create some golden ducks here, they'll have a chance, Andrew.
Yeah.
Now, I
One of
washed my
those-
car yesterday and now it's parked under the eucalyptus tree. What a shame.
Moana's one of our Samoan players who was part of a team called Dominate that had a strong Samoan contingent. They folded and he became part of the Big Richards.
Did they ever play against Tongan Tacos?
They didn't. I would love to do that though.
Yeah. So all the fielders up on straight. Good ball, Moana. So, no Western Swingers players have arrived. No Suede players have arrived.
We are there.
Darwin and I are arrived at 8 a.m. Oh, that's unlucky from Moana. The batter stepped inside it to create the wide, but it was probably a good Yorker option. Go at the toes of the two new batters. So they need 33 off 39 balls, fellas, with all wickets in hand. Well, we recall the Western Swingers final against Cosmican where we were in the same position and we nearly lost and hit a 4 off the last ball. See ya. Oh, it's right to the fielder. Oh, the three-quarter field has worked. Oh my gosh. The three-quarter field has worked. He's hit that a metre off the ground and been caught. Any other day, any other team, that's not out. Wow.
So Moana gets the breakthrough. That's the end of Ramal Matawala, and Kish Nadasan is now on his way to the crease. Kish was exceptional with the ball, 3 for 24.
Well
A
done,
couple of
Moana.
wickets here could make it a little interesting.
Mark and they have Puri and everything. 6 and 8.
They
Mate,
do.
we know Puri gets out for Golden Ducks many times. It's not a certainty that he'll win them the game.
But they have 250s.
They have 250s, but if those 250